Canadian made foundation and Canadian dancing bee frames here, all Canadian made, to see how the bees draw it out. It's great to use a swarm. Swarms are awesome comb builders. That's their first priority when they swarm, is to build combs, so they're predisposed to really draw things out nicely. So when you have swarms, you can break some of the rules and get things drawn out quicker. So the first step is we take the inner cover off and we have a quick look to see if we can see a queen. Sometimes she'll come up, especially if you see comb. She could be, you never know, walking on the top. She's not there. Alright, so immediately I can hear the bees are putting off a higher pitched tone, which would be when they want to accept a queen. I did have a peek, I cheated here and had a peek right before we started the video here, and I could hear that sound, and we did go through and check around for eggs, and it's been long enough there should be eggs. So we'll do for the video, a little fun automatic queen introduction here and see how the reaction is. So this has been drawn out since they got in there a week ago, and in the amount of time there's been, this fresh comb here should have eggs in it. It'd be very obvious the queen's been back to work, and there's no sign of eggs or anything. And it's not super loud, but they are doing a higher pitch kind of buzzing, which indicates, you know, they're ready to accept a queen, or they don't have a queen. So we're gonna, even on this one, actually we'll put up one that has a bit of brood on it here. This would be a great one to check it out on, to see. And if there was a queen in here, she would have by now come in and started filling in some of the holes on this black. I'd be able to see the odd egg. So I think what probably happened is the swarm landed, and another little, she just decided to swarm off with not all the bees, and some of them stayed and some of them left. So we believe the swarm came from a swarm bank, so it's probably acting a little different than a regular swarm would be because of all the queen pheromone. So here we have a nice buckfast queen. When you're doing this, this isn't there. If you were going to instantly introduce a queen, what you'd try to do is just open this, put it dark, and close it. But since we're trying to do some testing here and show how it goes, we'll just open this and turn it upside down like that for a sec, and hope she doesn't just take off. Here she goes there, my thumb. Back in the cage. So we'll see. This up so she can't escape down to the box, and oh, she's frisky. So a good sign, sometimes it's awesome. You'll watch her, she'll stick her head in a hole, turn around and lay an egg. I've seen that happen, and that's a very good sign. So far, so good, I would say. I wouldn't say it's a, yeah, they're loving her. Now, what we're going to do with this new foundation is we're going to, because, oh boy, it's going to be, we might lose a queen here. She just dropped right here. So anyways, to make this go smoother, what we'd normally do is white puffy smoke a little bit. Some sugar water would definitely help.
Outside. Oh.
So I think we'll just, she goes. All right, so we'll hope for the best there. We know that she's a marked queen in there now. A bit of smoke will help the situation. If we had sugar water, that's a beautiful way to do it. Just spray them with a bit of sugar water, and it preoccupies them, and gives a chance for the queen's pheromone to slowly get introduced in there. All right, so for putting foundation in, what you don't want to do is something like this would actually be a good one here. So bees are not going to want to draw this out farther because it's full pollen. So that's a great frame to put, foundation against. A frame that wouldn't be so great would be, say, between these two right here, which is fresh comb like that, because often the bees, if you stick that there, they have a tendency just to draw that comb right into the open space that this provides and ignore this. But if you put it between two frames that they're not going to want to draw out farther, like this, they will not want to draw this out farther. So two brood frames or two cap honey frames is always ideal. That's a brood frame there, so we're going to put this frame here. and we have a pretty decent flow going on right now. So I would expect that to be drawn out. You know, we should see that. We can check in a couple days, and they should be drawing that out quite nicely. Okay, very important on foundation that all the ears are pulled tight. You never want to have a spacing on something that needs to be drawn. So pull everything nice and tight. We've got 10 frames in here. Come across nice and tight. And we're going to close it up and let them do their thing. Oh, I guess we want to get this one in there maybe. Actually, we'll just... Alright, close that up nice. Alright, so we'll give this now, we could have been able to move this tonight if we had an established queen in there. We'll give this 4 days and check it again. And in 4 days, that queen should be laying. It's a good sign when they're doing this. This is kind of like still swarm behavior going on, indicating they're ready to accept. So I think we hopefully we'll get lucky with that queen, but it wasn't really the smoothest start there, but we'll find out. Oh, sugar water, perfect. This sugar water is like a magic wand for getting queens introduced. So it puts the bees in the right mood. So providing lots of resources, overabundance of resources, is one key thing to do to get bees to want to accept a queen. They're less likely to accept if there's any kind of dearth or shortage of nectar or resources. So that's basically tricking the bees into thinking there's a nectar flow going on, and there is one, but having it right there keeps them busy and allows the queen a chance to get her pheromone going. So 4 days we'll revisit this.